Hey folks, Lester here. Jamie and I are just leaving the Huddle House. It's a 24-hour diner here in Livingston. And tonight we witnessed something. We witnessed a really wonderful act of kindness from our waitress. It was unsolicited. She doesn't know who we are, from the next guy. But what we watched her do was just really, really sweet and just so darn kind. And I asked her, could I video and talk to her about what I saw. She agreed, and I want to share that story with you all. Friends, remember, kindness costs you nothing. And in the world that we live in, with as much craziness on this and about that, and just all the madness everywhere, it was beautiful to see something as lovely as what we watched here a few minutes ago. So you guys join us today. Make sure that you fill the comments with kindness and show this young lady some love because she really deserves it. Thank you guys. What's your name?
My name is Tinley.
Tinley?
Tinley, Tinley.
This is Tinley, and you work here at a restaurant in Livingston. Jamie and I come to eat, and we witnessed you do something that was kind of like, it really stood out. It was a really kind moment, and I just want to ask you about it. I saw an older man sitting over here across from us, and you walked by and saw that he was bleeding. And without asking, you took a napkin from the table and you helped clean him. And then I guess the blood was dry, so you had to run to the back and get a wet nap or something. And then you helped clean him up.
Yeah,
which
he
is
was
really
like rubbing it. And I was like,
he
you
was
can't
just
do that.
scratching
You
it.
like dab it.
And then you went back and got him a Band-Aid.
Oh yeah, and I had options too. You got regular ones, and then I seen Toy Story. And I was like, that one.
You got him a Toy Story Band-Aid.
Yeah.
That was really sweet.
That was very sweet.
When I was 9, I was kind of in the music, but it didn't last very long considering the person that I was with, which was my dad. So, like I said, wasn't very nice.
When you were into music, you sang or you played an instrument?
I sang and I danced. I basically performed.
Okay.
I didn't know how to play an instrument. Still don't.
Oh, no.
I
It's
wish
okay.
I did, because if I did, then I could make my own music, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I can't. But I
Do
kind
you
of
still
died
have
down on it.
aspirations, though? You have aspirations to make music?
Oh yeah, I love music. It's honestly everything to me. It's like in my blood. Like,
So you walk around singing or?
yep, I get called Disney Princess here because I sing Disney songs. And they used to play like Disney movies on there, and I'd stand there and just watch and be like, oh, it's awesome.
Well, that's beautiful. You shine a light. You know what that means? You exude positivity and energy and a beautiful light.
Exactly
Things like
what
that.
I
That was a really kind gesture what you did. Now, where does that come from? Because there's not many people your age that show kindness and stuff. Where do you think that came from?
Well, I haven't necessarily been shown a lot of kindness.
You have not been shown much kindness?
Only I'm a better situation.
So
obviously,
you've made it
but-
a point then to give to others things that you weren't necessarily.
Exactly.
I think that's beautiful and also very sad.
Yeah,
But,
that's okay. I've been through it, and that's all that matters because I'm here now. And everything's great. I'm at a better place.
Well, you're amazing at what you do as far as your service and everything. And I thought that was just a really sweet thing. So it was a pleasure meeting
It
you.
was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much for being on my video.
Yes, of course.
And you'll have to check out the video when it comes out. And
Alright.
people are going to just fall in love with you. I'm going to tell you right now.
I'm gonna fall in
people,
love with them.
Oh, there's some very kind people on there, so I'm sure that you will. Nice meeting you. And
was
thank
nice
you
meeting
so very
you.
much
Yes,
for
of
being who you
course.
are.
Always. I've never traded.
Good.
Plan
Don't
on it.
ever change. Thank you.
Y'all-
I think that was absolutely just a beautiful I'm a survivor sanctuary moment. We say it all the time that even though we may have all came together through the love of animals, there are so many things that bond us and keep us together, especially in the fact that many of us have had to overcome obstacles, things in life that would have set a lot of people back and sometimes do give you temporary setbacks. But we push through adversity, we overcome, and we are, as we say, all survivors of something. And that young lady's story touched me. I'll just kind of recap a couple of things that she said. never really been treated very kindly, abused by a parent, had a love and a passion for music, dancing, singing, yet a lot of that innocence was snatched from her father. And so it put her into a place where she's had to, on her own, learn to give to others things that she was never afforded in love and just kindness in general. So I loved that story, and I wanted to include it in our video today. I'll go ahead and let you know that I talked to both of my sons this past weekend about acts of kindness and doing things for others, reminding them that people can sometimes be going through tough spots. And I'm going to flip-flop over here now to a comical moment, because as Lex, Ellie, and I were leaving the restaurant, I says, okay, Lex, I want you to do at least one random act of kindness between here and the time we get out to the truck, leaving the options open for him. I'm going to record what happened, and then we'll talk about it in a few minutes. I love this boy. I'm asking Lex to do a random act of kindness. Let's go. Go. Random act of kindness. Do something. I'm hiding this right behind your head. I'm hiding it right behind your ear.
Thank you.
You're my secret camera surveillance. Oh my goodness gracious. Thanks, buddy. That did not work out for you at all, did it? I know you did try. What are you going to do here? Well, how about, what are we, cottage cheese? Thank you, son. Poor Lex was going to do one. The other guy beat him to it. How'd that make you feel? Were you trying to tell the guy that you'll get it? Yeah. Random act of kindness. You tried. My poor Lex, I asked him to start trying to find ways to do random acts of kindness, and I wanted to capture him doing something. I didn't care if he gave someone a compliment or whatever. Well, Lex chose to hold the door open for folks coming in and going out. And if lo and behold, as we didn't make our way towards the door, some other fella coming in chose to do a random act of kindness and hold the door open for us. But Lex had his mind made up to hold the door open for him. So there, I don't know how much you were able to see, but it was kind of funny. There was a standoff of two men, Lex, my 13-year-old, and some other fella, and they were both trying to hold the door open for each other. And so Lex had a ultimate fail moment right there, and I thought that was so adorable. And then we get to the second door there, and he forgets to open the door for me and Ellie. No, he wanted his random act of kindness to be towards a stranger, not towards me or Ellie, which I thought was just so cute. But no, guys, I don't think that you can ever forget to be kind to others. And I'm trying hard to teach Lex something that Ellie is already very good at. I love the fact that Ellie uses his social media to do random acts of kindness for people. Ellie is a lot more spiritual than what I am. You guys know that. And Ellie will actually talk to and counsel and pray with folks who are going through hard times. People have reached out to Ellie and asked for prayer. And, Ellie is so nice to be able to take time out of his day and do things like that with people. So I don't have the same conversations with Ellie that I do with Lex. Lex is, at that age where it's hard to find a 13-year-old to do anything kind for others. But beautiful moment there captured in the restaurant from that sweet lady. And then, of course, trying to pass those lessons along to my own son so that he can also grow up and think about what he's doing and how the empathy and being empathetic can help other people and help get them from one point to another. So you guys show some love to that sweet lady from the restaurant. And then I will end this video with a few moments from around the farm. All right, for those who've been so worried about Jolene, come on, suck, 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 suck. Jolene, come on, suck, 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 suck. Jolene. Guys, you can see Prince Willie Joe is not near as concerned about being close to Mom as Mom is being close to Willie Joe. I also talked about the possibility of letting Danny out. Come on, Jolene. Come on, Danny. Come on out, sweetie. I'm letting Jolene in and letting Danny out. Come here, Danny. Come here. Danny, look out. Danny, watch yourself. Ruby is there with the herd, so Ruby's fine. And I do believe that the reason that Jolene wants in so bad is because her boobs are probably hurting. She's probably wanting that boy to nurse. And I don't think he has any interest in she's a helicopter mom. She's being helicopter mom. She's like, release the pressure, please. Release the pressure. He goes, fine, Mom, you're embarrassing me. Sheesh. Mom, God. Oh. Okay, so all is fine here. We're going to take Chuck. Do you mind? We're trying to find a little peace and calm in our pastures. Like, hey, Dad. Hello there, Muffin Man. We love him. He's being so good. Okay, all is good here, friends. We will take care of all of the, I'll take care of Danny, and I'll get her back where she belongs. And as of right now, she's gonna grab her a little bit of bite of that extra grain in that feed buggy right there. She's good. All right, so Danny is out with me. I have brought over a second water trough to put into this pasture, knowing how much water these guys drink. I filled that water trough up to overflow. I tried to divide the water troughs to where if one gets pushed around, at least maybe they won't both be knocked over. I'm gonna turn the water here off because there's no float filler on it. Okay, there we go. Also, the fella is leaving now. The guy who come by to do the quote or the estimate for the stalls. And he actually says they can do all kinds of stuff. They work with welding. They do lots with wood. He goes, it could be as simple as plywood for the walls, or it could even be something as, listen, this is going to freak a lot of people out. He says there's a lot of people who do stalls, not the main wall, but the wall that goes along the metal, as not to have to spend as much money. He goes, they will actually take rubber mats, those horse mats, the same mats that horses stand on when they're being worked on. They can take horse mats and mount those in a vertical position. And all you have to do is make sure your horses don't end up ever kicking and putting a foot through the metal. So he says there are all kinds of things you can do to save money when it comes to stall building. And so he's going to take some ideas back, do some figuring, and then give us some numbers. But what we know for a fact is that we're going to ask for 4 big stalls. That will be 4 stalls that are going to be 15 by 12. And then we're going to have 6 smaller stalls that are going to be 10 by 12. And at that point, we will have a total of 10 stalls inside of our stables. And so what we did was we walked Roman inside. We actually gave Roman muffins, and he showed me that Roman, being our biggest horse, he showed me that a 15 by 12 is plenty of space for roaming if he's only being stalled for during feed times. So we're excited about that. So 10 total stalls. 4 of those will be extra large, which will be 15 by 12. And then the other 6 will be smaller stalls, which will be 10 by 12s, which will be a total of 10 stalls. That's exciting. And we will get back with him. As soon as I find out more from him as far as pricing, we'll get back with you guys. Keep going, love. Come on, sweetie. Go out back with your friends. So everyone can tell that we have it's a night and day type difference between our back herd of Longhorn to our front herd of Longhorn. Danny, keep it walking. There's no food in there. And the back herd are very sweet and gentle. And the front herd is a little bit more rambunctious and outgoing. That's how, those are our word choices to describe our front and our back herd. Okay, sweetie. And so we moved Danny out back so she can be with the sweet babies, because she's a sweet girl. And then I think that she'll be better fit to stay out back. Go join the herd, baby. You're part of this family, okay? She's like, I don't know if they're going to accept me or not, Daddy. They're going to accept you, baby. Everyone loves Danny. Everyone loves them some Danny girl. And then they're the ones out back are a whole lot more gentle and easygoing, and they will be a lot more accepting of her. There she goes. I'm coming, friends. I'm coming to hang out with y'all. Dad says that y'all will accept me the way I am. We all...
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.